Let's bring in retired Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis, an Army veteran, a senior fellow and military expert. Colonel Davis, thank you so much for your time here. With the U.S. providing so much assistance right now, what does it mean for our own military reserves?
Well, that's what I've been beating the drums on for months now, is that we've been given so many weapons and so much ammunition, especially 155 millimeter shells and many of our rockets and air defense missiles to Ukraine with no cap on it, that our own stocks of that were depleted. And I've been arguing that if we ever get into an unexpected war somewhere, our own supplies and our own stocks are going to be put at risk. Now that you're adding another $2 billion deflection of our stockpiles to Israel, and there has been no stopping the request coming in for Ukraine. In fact, it's continuing to grow. So it is the government, whether we want to or not, we're going to have to make some hard decisions, because either we're going to continue to drain our own national security capacity and give it to these other two entities right there, or we're going to have to say, hey, something's going to have to change, because we simply don't have enough. Our industrial capacity is cranking as high as it can, but it'll take years to get up to the capacity where it can handle all this. And right now, it just can't.
Yeah,
and I think that somebody. Yeah, sorry.
No, I was thinking, because we certainly talked about this when we were just talking about the war in Ukraine. And as you said, now we are adding yet another war. Colonel, Secretary Austin has said that the U.S. is providing Israel with additional equipment, additional resources. But talk about the logistics of how that happens in the midst of what is very much an active war.
Yeah, well, and obviously this has completely come out of the blue. Nobody was prepared for this. There's been no plans. There's been no allocation set aside, and so all the pipeline of things was going into Ukraine. So potentially they could literally divert some of that to go to Ukraine, to go to Israel instead. But I think some of the requirements for Israel are going to be different from Ukraine. I know that I've seen some 155 millimeter self-propelled howitzers on many of these videos that have been passed around. So we see that they're moving those into place, and potentially they're going to need a lot of shells on that, but they're also going to need a lot of air defense missiles for their Iron Dome system, and we provide some of those as well. And so again, that's just going to continue to drain our stockpile, and I just don't know that we have enough to be able to react that fast to what Israel needs right now.
Right, which is potentially very scary here, Colonel. The Secretary also said that the U.S. maintains ready forces globally to further reinforce a deterrence posture. So that is military speak. What does that really mean in layman's terms? I mean, how likely are we to get involved in this?
Well, we darn sure better not be getting involved in any kind of fighting anywhere unless the United States is attacked. I mean, that's the reason we have the ability to project power. That's the reason we have global forces, in all quarters of the world. And they're stockpiled enough to react to something that happens on short notice, but we don't have enough to sustain operations anywhere. It would take a significant ramp up and pulling out of things of our own stockpiles in ammunition and equipment elsewhere, even to be able to sustain for us. We have the ability to respond to different, any kind of a contingency or unexpected things, but that's not going to be sustained. And so it is not in our interest to get involved with any kind of war in the Middle East or anywhere else right now, for that matter.
And really quickly, Colonel, we only have about 20 seconds left, but what does this potentially mean for the war in Ukraine and the aid that we provide?
Well, look, I mean, it's clear as it can be. There's not an unending supply of things that we can give to Ukraine, and that means that they're going to have to make some hard choices about how they continue fighting, or if they decide to start looking for negotiated settlements.
Well, Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis, we certainly appreciate your expertise. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.